It's the INFOWARRIOR with Jason Bermas. June 17th, Wednesday, 2009. Second hour, we are going to have Adam Kokesh, Iraqi war veteran turned activist, and now really stepping up to the plate and running for Congress in New Mexico. We're going to be spending a full hour with him. We're going to be going over the caller from last night. Now, I figure, we did cover this on InfoWars. There is a story, I think, on prisonplanet.com. It is kind of odd that this hexadecimal code does translate to "this is not simply entertainment." Who did this? I guess this is the one that's posted on Prison Planet right now. And I just want to go over this because I want to get it out of the way, because I think it's kind of, the guy who made this knew there were some inside jokes. That's why he's showing you the Amero. That's why it's revealed later in I think parts 4, 5, and 6 that it's in fact an inside job. It's just like Jericho. You watch Jericho, and at first they tell you the cover story. And what's the cover story? Well, the cover story is that people who hate America, white supremacists, Al-Qaeda, North Koreans, and Iranians, set off this plot together to blow up the United States with all these nuclear bombs. Now, as the story progresses, you find out that actually this was an intelligence operation with drills running, and at the head of the entire thing, as far as it gets, because they cut it off after 2 seasons, they had to wrap it up rather quickly. After there was civil war in some places, martial law, these little communities, again, pretty much Armageddon. And by the end of it, you learn, wait a minute, it wasn't all these groups. It was actually the head of the Department of Homeland Security working with other shadow government figures. And one of the guys who's in Jericho, he's a CIA operative. He was part of the plot. He realized it was all going bad, and he got his wife and daughter out of there. It was actually pretty interesting. Jericho, I don't know what side of the fence to be on. Is it a warning? Is it predictive programming? It could be both. How would we know? Unless I don't have a crystal ball, in other words. So the same thing goes for this. It puts some things out there that obviously we talk about: false flag terror, the national ID card. So I thought it was interesting, and you can go see Weird Hexadecimal Code and Possible Warning in Telegraph's Operation Blackjack Part 5. I was listening to Jason Bermas, the InfoWarrior show tonight, and one of his callers had an interesting comment about a code in the controversial multi-part London Telegraph Operation Blackjack art series. It's the cross between a cartoon and a comic and a newsreel, and it's just spooky. It didn't make sense to have Time in the Telegraph, one of the biggest papers in the UK. The Blackjack series is controversial because it has no real artistic merit, except for perhaps being a blueprint for an introduction of global government. Jason's caller mentioned a weird hexadecimal code in part 5 of the series. The screen cap is below, and it shows you this weird code of numbers and letters. If you go to a string converter, there's all these converters all over the internet. Everything is at your fingertips right now, and that threatens the elite. They don't like that you can get any kind of knowledge whatsoever on the internet like that. It's a new era. You want to look up a word, you can do it. You got a thesaurus right there. You want to look up, what the binary code of something is, you can do it. You want to learn HTML, you can do it. It's all about the will to go out and do something, and that scares them. So anyway, they did this, and on the ID card, it said, "This is not simply entertainment." Well, I can assure you that the ID card part about it is absolutely not just entertainment. We just played you on, was it yesterday's show, guys, that Western Hemisphere ID card? Did we play that yesterday, or was it on Monday? Do you remember that, though? Yeah, give me a little holler there. Yeah, of course. And what are they doing? They're singing "Oh Beautiful" for Spacious Skies. They're on the thing. They're saying, due to new security codes, the greatest thing ever, you're going to have an identification card if you want to go to Canada. Folks, it's the InfoWarrior with Jason Bermas, prisonplanet.tv, Infowars.com. Back after this.
Do you understand how dark it is? How far down the line we are? How late it is?
Let's go to Chris in Ohio. Chris, you're on the air. Yes, sir.
How you doing?
Good.
Yeah, I just wanted to add something to the blackjack thing.
Sure.
The first code, you guys said you had one code. Well, there's actually another code in it. If you go to part 4, frame 17, there's a big sequence of numbers and letters. You go to the same thing as a string code.
Mm-hmm.
You put it all in there, and the code goes out like this. It says, "This is the final warning on this site. All further warnings will be given at jackblack12.info. Beware Ardent Century," which is the name of the drill that's coming up, right?
Is it really?
Yeah.
You're
Ardent
telling me,
Century
hold on. You're telling me that Ardent Century is the drill that's coming up tomorrow, starts
in
tomorrow.
New York. Yes. Ardent Century 09. Is that the drill starting tomorrow, or is that the drill starting in a month?
Hold on. No. The
Because
one that's starting in a month, hold on. The one that's starting
It's NLE 09.
is National Level Exercise 09. Guys, will you Google that? Well, or I'll do it in there. Type in Ardent Century and see what kind of government drills we've got for that. I don't know if that's the name of that Northcom drill. Go ahead. I'm listening.
No. Go to Google, put in Ardent Century 09, and that's the drill they're running. And then it says, "Be alert for semis bearing the sun icon. Not all federal authorities are involved." Now, they're up on YouTube. Both of those codes are up on YouTube. But the Ardent Century really stuck out with me because
Are you
Ardent
telling me that
Century
this is the way it goes through the hexadecimal code, and it definitely says Ardent Century? There's nothing. There's.
Yeah. No,
I'm listening,
swear to
man.
God,
I understand. You're kind of.
I swear to God, I put it on my mom. I put it on everything. There's a long. It's a long sequence of numbers. It says like your travel. You have to have a travel passport or something, and then it has just a bunch of long sequence of numbers, and it's just two numbers, and then it's dot dot, and then two numbers, and it comes out to that. The same thing, the same string, hex to string or text to string or whatever. That string functions website.
So wait a minute. Here it is, Ardent Century. See, what I'm seeing is NLE 09. I'm seeing Ardent Century right here. Hold on. Let me see. Because I'm at FAS.org right now. 09 Northcom. Oh, wait a minute. There it is right there. Oh, wow. 06. So hold on, Chris. I mean, I know we're going to break in about 30 seconds, but I'm probably going to hold you over if that is the case. Are you the one that sent me the same thing yesterday?
No. I heard the caller yesterday, and then I went to see if the ID, if the numbers were, if it was real, and then I went through BLACKJACK again, and I saw the real. I saw a huge string of numbers, and I went and did those, and that's what it came out to.
All right, we're going to have you back on in just a moment. We're going to print this up. It's the InfoWarrior with Jason Bermas. I may have you call back in the third hour after we have Adam Kokesh on. PrisonPlanet.tv, Infowars.com.
The good old folks at New Silver Solution. And the website is supernaturalsilver.com. Supernaturalsilver.com. This is something that kills bacteria, viruses, you name it, well documented. They've got it down to a super small nano-sized particle. Supernaturalsilver.com. Check them out at Infowars.com.
Love many, trust few, and don't be late.
All right, we are back with Chris in Ohio. And Chris, somebody also wrote this up. So what I need somebody to do is write this up again, send it to my Facebook and MySpace. I'm not sure if Kurt Nemo or the Watson boys are up. I know that Aaron Dykes is out of the office right now, but I'll get it up on InfoWars as quickly as possible. What I also want to do is I want to make sure that this is legitimate, that this isn't some kind of hoax where somebody put up one quote-unquote hexadenal site. I want to be able to find a separate site that can independently verify that this is, in fact, hexadenal code and that this is not just something set up by somebody who's having a good time. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying, but I swear to God, I went to I didn't go to YouTube to look up BLACKJACK. I went to I go to the BLACKJACK Telegraph that is that they put on. I don't go to YouTube. And
but I'm saying, is there any other hexadenal string code converters out there other than the one that the guy who called in yesterday suggested?
I don't know if I'm using the one he suggested. All I know is I'm using the string converter. I don't know what the website is. I could go on my computer and see, but
Listen, man, why don't you go check it out? Listeners out there, somebody sent it to me over the break. Like I said, I got Adam Kokesh coming up. Yes, sir.
Okay, no, but the thing is, it says, for all other info, go to jackblack12.info. Now, if you go to this website, it's a timer, and it's set up weird. Like, it almost looks like it's set up like it says 1 month, 4 days, or 1 year, 4 days. It's a really weird timer.
jackblack12.info, guys. All right, Chris, you're dropping, so I gotta let you go. We're gonna go to somebody else in a moment. Guys, bring that up, jackblack12.info, and I'd like to take a look at that.